There comes a moment when the storm rises inside you. Words cut, memories flare, and if you still watch the news, headlines might rattle your chest. Bodies tighten, minds race, and the stories begin. This always happens. They always do this. We'll never be free of it. But that voice is not who we are. It's an echo, a habit of thought, an old ghost trying on new clothes. Freedom begins when you see it, when you catch the whisper mid-sentence and realize, this is not me, it's just the past asking for attention. In that noticing, the chains loosen. The storm doesn't exactly vanish, but we are no longer swept in it. We breathe that one conscious breath, dropping awareness into the body. The weight in our chest, the burn in our throats. And instead of pushing it away, we'll let it be. It softens when it is seen. From that quiet ground is where we act, speak, choose, not from reflex, but from presence. Breaking free is not escape. It's not denial. It's the courage to stand in the center of the fire and know we are the expansiveness, not the smoke. This is the power of awareness, beloveds. To meet each moment clean, without dragging yesterday into it. For us to stop living as puppets of memory and to begin living as witnesses. The space, the steady flame. Breaking free means noticing the habit of unconscious reactivity, the voice, the story, the habitual drama. And choosing presence instead of autopilot. Most of the time we live on autopilot, reacting to thoughts, old hurts, a habit, then believing those reactions are who we are. Breaking free is simple but subtle wake up. Seeing the thought of feeling as something happening to you, but it is not you. That recognition gives you the space to choose. You are not your reaction. Thoughts and emotions show up. They don't define you. We notice first, act second. Pausing long enough to name what's happening before we respond. We teach what we most need to learn. And that is why I made the conscious decision to dive back into a new earth. Non-resistance is active, not passive. Letting something be doesn't mean you accept the negative circumstances or avoid change. It means you stop fueling the reactivity with more thought and more drama. Small daily practices matter more than big spiritual gestures. Tiny breaks of awareness change the nervous system over time. Here's just a couple examples. You're at work. Instead of instantly snapping back to an email that irritated you, notice the heat in your chest. Breathe, and then reply from clarity. On social media, when a post triggers you, pause and ask, am I responding to the present moment or to an old wound? Then choose. In a fight, notice your urge to prove, blame, or withdraw. This is where we name the feeling. I'm angry, or I'm hurt. I'm shocked. I'm appalled. And stay present instead of doubling down on the drama. There's an interesting, simple method. Naming it. anchoring and dropping that attention into the body for that conscious breath. And then choosing to respond from presence, speaking, acting, pausing, but from clarity, not from the auto-react. Repeating the phrase if it helps. Now listen. I notice. I breathe. I choose. Notice what just made you tighten or flare or pull back. Name it in one word. Anger, fear, hurt. And say, I see this. I'm here. Take a full deep breath. Then act or speak from the space that's left. Calm, clear, and kinder to yourself. This is where you could participate a bit with some journaling or some kind of reflection. What triggered me today and how did I react? And where could that 5-second pause have changed the response? What would it look like to invite presence into our next difficult moment? Isn't noticing just intellectualizing? That's a question sometimes asked. And the answer is not if you bring attention into the body. Labeling plus body awareness equals embodied noticing, not avoidance. You might ask, does non-resistance mean I let people walk over me? And the answer to that is no. Non-resistance means you don't fuel the drama with reactivity. You can still set boundaries, doing it from clarity and not a wound-driven impulse. I notice. I breathe. Before responding, take that deep breath, mentally say, pause, then reply. There's also this 30-second body awareness exercise that I have possibly rediscovered. You simply stand in place. This may even work from a seated position. Bare feet on the floor or on the ground. Breathing in the belly. And through that exhale, we say, I am here. Breaking free isn't a heroic leap. It's the steady practice of noticing, breathing, and choosing presence. Embodying the noticing. Do it enough, and life stops running you. You begin to live it. And that is the message. Thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul Familia, for tuning in with much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours. Brightest of blessings.